Some mornings, it feels like your body doesn't quite bounce back the way it used to. The legs feel a little heavier. Getting up from your favorite chair takes a few extra seconds, and that once effortless walk around the block, it now leaves you wondering if something deeper is going on. Most people assume it's just aging, something to accept. But what if there's something you can do right now to turn it around? Muscle loss is one of the most silent and dangerous parts of aging. It creeps in slowly without warning. One day your arms aren't as strong, your balance feels a little shaky, and stairs seem steeper than ever. But here's the truth most doctors won't say out loud. This isn't just nature taking its course. It's a sign your muscles are starving for something they desperately need. And once you give it to them, they respond. Fast. There's a nutrient your muscles crave more than anything else as you get older. It's not a trendy supplement or some fancy powder. It's something found in real, everyday foods. But most people over 60 don't get enough of it. It's called leucine, and it plays a key role in telling your body, hey, we're not done yet. Keep building. Keep moving. Think of your muscles like a house. Every day, a little wear and tear chips away at the structure. Leucine is like the contractor that shows up and says, let's repair it before it falls apart. Without enough of it, your body misses the signal. The repairs don't happen. And slowly, that house weakens from the inside out. Let's talk about George. He's 74, lives alone, and always considered himself active. But lately, he noticed he was dropping things more often. Opening jars was harder. He assumed it was just part of getting older. But then a friend suggested he look at what he was eating. Turns out, George was having toast and jam for breakfast, soup for lunch, and cereal at night. Easy meals, sure, but barely any protein, and zero leucine. Once he made one simple shift, adding Greek yogurt with a scoop of whey protein to breakfast, and swapping his soup for a lentil and egg bowl at lunch, things started changing. Within 2 weeks, his hands felt steadier. He was carrying groceries again without fear. That's what the right fuel can do, even after 70. See, it's not about eating more, it's about eating smarter. The foods that give your muscles a reason to stick around are easy to find. You just have to know what to look for. Dairy products like cottage cheese, plain yogurt, and even a glass of milk are rich in leucine. Eggs, lean meats, and certain legumes like soybeans are powerful too. These aren't exotic items. They're probably already in your kitchen. They just need to be part of your daily rhythm. One thing that surprises many people is how much timing matters. If your protein intake is stacked all at dinner, your body can't use it effectively. That's like dumping a whole bucket of water on a small fire all at once. It overwhelms the flame instead of feeding it slowly. Instead, spread your protein through the day. Think of it as giving your muscles 3 small, gentle nudges to keep going. Maybe you start your morning with 2 eggs and a side of fruit. Lunch could be tuna salad or a hearty lentil soup. Dinner? A grilled chicken breast with some quinoa and steamed vegetables. These little changes don't just support your muscles. They support your confidence, your independence, and your ability to live fully on your own terms. And yes, this even matters if you're not hitting the gym. You don't need to be lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts to benefit. Even light resistance, like carrying your laundry or walking upstairs, activates your muscles. But without the right nutrition, that effort doesn't translate into strength. It's like trying to grow a garden without sunlight. The good news? Your body is still listening. It's still working with you, not against you. All it needs is a little support. And support doesn't come from a pill bottle. It comes from your plate. The meals you choose today can shape how easily you move tomorrow. And that's not an exaggeration. It's science. So the next time you're deciding what to eat, pause and ask, will this help me stay strong? Will this give my body the tools it needs? You deserve to feel steady on your feet, confident in your movements, and free from fear that one wrong step could knock you down. It's never too late to change that story. And as we continue, there are even more choices, simple ones, that can help you take back your strength, your energy, and your sense of control. A few days of eating the right foods can give your body that first push, but it's what you keep doing that really builds strength. Think about your muscles like an old friend you haven't called in a while. The longer you ignore them, the weaker the relationship gets. But once you reach out, once you give them what they need, they respond, and they remember. That's what happens when you start feeding your muscles properly. They remember how to work, how to support you, how to keep you standing tall. Now let's talk about a trick most people completely overlook: combining your meals with movement. It doesn't mean you need to start a workout program. It just means pairing the right food choices with small, intentional efforts that tell your body, I still need these muscles. Something as simple as standing on your toes while brushing your teeth, or slowly rising from your chair without using your hands. Those tiny movements act like signals. When your muscles get those signals, and they've been fed well with quality protein and leucine, they respond like they did decades ago. That's the beauty of aging well. It's not about doing what you did in your 20s. It's about using everything you know now to protect your freedom. Muscle loss doesn't just steal your strength. It steals your balance, your stamina, your ability to do the things that bring you joy. Whether it's gardening, dancing at your grandson's wedding, or simply walking through the grocery store without fear of falling, your muscles are at the heart of all of it. Let me tell you about Maria. She's 79, lives with her little dog, and for years avoided going up the stairs in her house. She told herself it was safer to stay on one floor, that her legs just weren't what they used to be. But truthfully, it wasn't fear. It was fatigue. She didn't feel strong anymore. Then one day her granddaughter brought her a surprise: protein-packed oatmeal. It had chia seeds, almond butter, and a sprinkle of flax. Something clicked. She started looking into foods that supported strength, made small tweaks to her routine, and added just 5 minutes of standing leg lifts in the morning. 6 months later, she was back upstairs, sleeping in her old bedroom. Her smile said everything, because that bedroom wasn't just a room. It was a victory. A reminder that even in your 70s, even in your 80s, you can reclaim the parts of life you thought were over. So what are the most powerful muscle-preserving foods you can add to your day right now? Well, we already talked about Greek yogurt, eggs, and whey protein. But don't forget about lentils, black beans, edamame, and tofu. They're not only packed with plant-based protein, they're also gentle on digestion and heart-friendly. Pair them with colorful vegetables and a bit of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, and you've got a meal that does double duty, supports your muscles and keeps your energy steady. The goal isn't to overhaul your diet overnight. It's to start small, but start intentionally. Maybe it's switching white rice for quinoa a few nights a week. Maybe it's having a hard-boiled egg as a snack instead of crackers. Those little swaps may seem minor, but to your muscles they're messages. They're reminders that you still care about strength, about movement, about living on your terms, and there's something else worth mentioning: hydration. It might not sound connected to muscle, but it absolutely is. Your muscles need water to function, to contract, to rebuild. As we age, we often lose our natural thirst cues. You might not feel thirsty, but your body might be begging for it. Keep a water bottle close. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water bores you. Staying hydrated helps every part of your body, especially your strength. Now, some people will tell you, it's too late, that if you're over 70, muscle loss is just part of the deal. But here's what decades of research and real-life stories tell us: it's never too late. In fact, studies have shown that even people in their 80s and 90s can rebuild muscle with the right nutrition and light physical activity. Your body is more capable than you think. It's just waiting for your permission. So the question becomes, what kind of life do you want to live? One where every step feels like a risk, or one where every step feels strong, stable, and sure? You're not asking for much. Just the ability to enjoy your days, to move freely, to live without fear of weakness holding you back. It all starts with that first meal choice, that first walk around the kitchen, that first stretch in the living room. It starts with believing that your best days can still include strength, not just survival, not just getting by. And if you're someone who's already facing weakness in the legs or struggling to carry things the way you used to, don't be discouraged. That's just your body asking for attention. It's not giving up. It's asking you to come back home to it, to feed it right, to move it gently, to love it a little more. There's a quiet power that lives in every meal you make, every glass of water you drink, every stretch you do before bed. These aren't just habits. They're investments, not in six-pack abs or flashy fitness routines, but in independence, in ease, in the ability to keep living life your way. If you've made it this far, that already says something important. You care. You're not just watching. You're listening. You're ready to take action. And that alone is powerful, because too many people give up before they ever try. They assume getting older automatically means getting weaker, slower, more dependent. But the truth is, age only tells you how long you've lived, not how well you can live from this point forward. There's something that often gets overlooked when we talk about strength, and that's emotional strength. It's that inner voice that says, I want more for myself. And it usually shows up when you're fed up with feeling tired, when you're tired of asking for help just to carry groceries or get out of the car. That emotional shift, when you say, no more, is the exact moment change begins. And one of the most encouraging things is how fast your body can respond when you finally give it what it needs. Within just 10 days of consistently eating muscle-supporting foods, many seniors report feeling more energy in their legs, better posture, and even fewer balance issues. That's not magic. That's biology. And biology, thankfully, still listens to you even if you're 65, 75, or even 85. Now let's talk about one more key factor most people forget: muscle protection during illness or stress. When you're sick, maybe with the flu or recovering from surgery, your body breaks down muscle faster than normal. That's when you need strength the most, and yet, that's when most people eat the least. This is where a high-protein, high-leucine diet becomes your secret weapon. Even if your appetite drops, a protein smoothie, a bowl of scrambled eggs, or soft cottage cheese can preserve more of your strength while your body heals. And while we're here, let's also acknowledge one thing openly. Eating well isn't always easy when you're older. You might be cooking for one. You might be on a budget. You might not have the energy to stand in the kitchen and prepare elaborate meals. That's okay. Simplicity is your ally. A bowl of lentils, some boiled eggs, a spoonful of nut butter on toast. These aren't fancy, but they're effective. Keep a few staples in the fridge. Plan ahead when you can. Ask family to help stock your pantry with good choices, not empty carbs or processed snacks that steal your energy. And remember, your goal is not perfection. Your goal is progress. One better choice today followed by another tomorrow. That's how real change happens. Not in some grand transformation, but in quiet daily wins. Let me also remind you of something else you may have forgotten. Your body loves routines. It responds best when you treat it like an old friend, with care, patience, and consistency. So, if you find a breakfast that fuels you well, stick with it. If a 10-minute walk in the garden makes your legs feel alive, repeat it. These routines become anchors, and anchors bring stability in your body and in your mind. Sometimes people ask, how do I know it's working? It's not always about big, obvious results. Sometimes it's subtle. You get up from your chair a little quicker. You don't need to grab the railing on the stairs. You feel steadier in the shower. These little victories, they are your proof. They are the signs your body is responding. And every small improvement builds confidence, and that confidence carries you into the next day. If you've been struggling lately with that feeling of slowing down, I want you to understand something deeply. Your strength is not gone. It's just been waiting. Waiting for you to remember it. Waiting for the right foods, the right choices, the right care. Waiting for you to choose yourself again. This isn't just about muscles. It's about living without fear. About being able to go where you want to go, do what you want to do, and feel like yourself. Not a smaller, more fragile version. And yes, it can still happen. I've seen seniors go from walkers to long walks. I've seen people go from saying, "I can't," to "watch me." And in almost every case, the turning point wasn't a pill or a procedure. It was food, real food, eaten with real purpose. So don't wait until you fall. Don't wait until you lose your balance or your freedom. Start now. Add strength to your plate. Add movement to your day. Add hope to your routine. And if you're still unsure where to start, keep it simple. Choose protein first. Think in colors: green from vegetables, brown from whole grains, white from eggs, beige from legumes, and healthy fats like gold from nuts and oils. Those colors build life inside you. They build strength. They build a future. Because the truth is, it's never too late to get stronger. It's never too late to feel better in your body. And it's certainly never too late to love the life you live. One bite, one step, one day at a time.